Scene script. Have you ever pondered over how the concept of armored warfare evolved? To understand this, let's go back in time, over a century ago, to the trenches of World War I. The year was 1916, a pivotal moment in history that witnessed the birth of a remarkable innovation: the tank. The world's first tank, the British Mark I, was a metal beast that rolled onto the battlefield, forever altering the face of warfare. It was a response to the deadly stalemate of trench warfare, a solution to cross the treacherous no-man's land and break through enemy defenses. The Mark I, a colossal armored vehicle, was equipped with a pair of large cannons and machine guns, a fearsome sight for the adversaries. It was designed to traverse difficult terrains, cross trenches, and resist small arms fire and shell fragments, a feat unheard of at the time. However, the initial tanks were far from perfect. They were slow, cumbersome, and mechanically unreliable. Mobility was a major concern. The tanks often got stuck or broke down, making them an easy target. Moreover, the interior conditions were appalling, with temperatures often soaring to unbearable heights and the crew having to contend with exhaust fumes and deafening noise. But as with any new technology, these problems were gradually overcome. Innovations and improvements were made in engine technology and suspension systems. The tanks got faster, more reliable, and easier to maneuver. The armor was enhanced, making them more resilient to enemy fire, and the interior conditions were improved for the crew's comfort and efficiency. As the tanks evolved, so did the strategies of warfare. The introduction of these armored vehicles shifted the dynamics from static trench warfare to more mobile and versatile combat. The tank became an integral part of the military arsenal, a symbol of power and dominance on the battlefield. Thus, the birth of tanks marked a significant shift in the dynamics of warfare. As warfare intensified during World War II, how did tanks evolve to meet the challenges? Let's dive into the gritty details. The theater of war during the 40s demanded a radical shift in the design and function of tanks. The German Tiger and Panther tanks, along with the Soviet T-34, were at the forefront of these technological advances. The German Tigers, with their formidable firepower and heavy armor, were a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. These steel beasts, weighing up to 54 tons, were equipped with an impressive 88mm main gun, a weapon that could pierce through any Allied tank of the time. On the other hand, the Panther was a marvel of German engineering. It was lighter and faster than the Tiger, but what made it truly unique was its sloping armor. This design innovation greatly increased the effective thickness of the armor, making it nearly impervious to Allied fire. The Panther's 75mm gun, while smaller than the Tiger's, was still a formidable weapon, capable of penetrating most Allied tanks. Meanwhile, on the Eastern Front, the Soviet Union was busy rolling out its own secret weapon, the T-34. This tank was a perfect blend of mobility, firepower, and protection. Its wide tracks and robust suspension allowed it to traverse any terrain, while its 76mm gun and sloping armor made it a potent adversary. The introduction of sloping armor during this period marked a significant leap forward in tank design. It increased the effective thickness of the armor without adding extra weight, and it also increased the likelihood of deflecting incoming rounds. The advancements in firepower were equally impressive. The tanks of World War II were equipped with bigger and better guns, capable of piercing through enemy armor from a greater distance. This gave them a significant advantage on the battlefield. Likewise, the improved mobility of these tanks allowed them to maneuver more effectively in battle, whether they were navigating through dense forests, crossing muddy fields, or charging across open plains. World War II saw tanks becoming the backbone of land warfare. The evolution of these steel beasts during this tumultuous period forever changed the face of warfare, and their influence can still be felt in the tanks of today. Moving into the Cold War era, how did the tank designs adapt to the changing technology and warfare tactics? As the world stepped into the Cold War era, the ever-changing landscape of technology and warfare tactics had a profound impact on tank designs. This period, spanning from the mid-20th century to the early 90s, witnessed a remarkable surge in the innovation and development of armored warfare. The Cold War era was marked by the introduction of composite armors, a significant leap in tank technology. This new armor was unlike anything seen before. Made from a mix of metals, ceramics, and even plastics, composite armors offered enhanced protection against both traditional and contemporary threats. They were lighter, yet stronger, and could withstand a variety of attacks, from high-explosive anti-tank warheads to kinetic energy penetrators. The smoothbore gun also made its debut during this era. Ditching the traditional rifled barrels, this new design offered higher muzzle velocity and improved accuracy. The smoothbore gun could fire an array of ammunition types, including the formidable armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds. This adaptability made it a preferred choice for many tank designs. Now, let's shine a spotlight on some examples of advanced tanks from this era. The M1 Abrams from the United States, the Leopard 2 from Germany, and the Soviet Union's T-72. These tanks were the epitome of Cold War technology, equipped with composite armors, smoothbore guns, and advanced fire control systems. The M1 Abrams, for instance, was renowned for its speed, armor, and firepower. It was the first tank to use the powerful 120 mm smoothbore gun and boasted a sophisticated composite armor. The Leopard 2 and T-72 were no less impressive, each offering a unique blend of power, protection, and performance. These advancements in tank technology during the Cold War era not only changed the face of armored warfare but also defined the role of tanks in modern warfare. They were no longer just instruments of destruction. They had evolved into complex machines designed to adapt, survive, and dominate on the battlefield. These advancements further cemented the role of tanks in modern warfare. In today's high-tech era, how have tanks transformed to become more lethal and effective? This question brings us to the forefront of armored warfare technology, the modern tank. In the realm of digital technology, contemporary tanks are not just about raw power, they're about intelligence. Equipped with advanced computer systems, these tanks can process vast amounts of battlefield data in real time. They can identify friend or foe, calculate firing solutions, and even predict enemy movements. This digital edge allows modern tanks to make quicker, smarter decisions on the battlefield. But what about their armor? The answer is composite armor, a cocktail of layered materials designed to absorb and dissipate the energy of incoming projectiles. This includes ceramics, plastics, and even depleted uranium. Think of it as a bulletproof vest for a tank, but exponentially tougher. This type of armor has greatly increased the survivability of tanks, allowing them to shrug off hits that would have been fatal in earlier eras. Precision weaponry is another key advancement in modern tanks. Gone are the days of inaccurate scattershot cannons. Today's tanks boast highly accurate long-range guns that can hit targets several miles away. Guided by laser rangefinders and advanced ballistic computers, these guns can deliver a lethal punch with pinpoint precision. But perhaps the most significant advancement is the integration of tanks with overall battlefield management systems. Modern tanks are part of a network connected to drones, satellites, and other assets on the battlefield. This allows for real-time information sharing and coordination, turning the modern tank into a vital node in the web of warfare. In essence, the modern tank is a high-tech powerhouse, blending digital technology, improved armor, and precision weaponry into a formidable package. It's a far cry from its humble origins in the early 20th century, encapsulating over a century of relentless innovation and evolution. Modern tanks thus embody the pinnacle of armored warfare technology. Looking ahead, what does the future hold for tanks and armored warfare? As we gaze into the crystal ball of future warfare, we see an interesting mix of technology and strategy. Picture this: unmanned tanks, remotely operated from distant command centers, a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie. But this is no fiction. With the rise of drone technology, the possibility of unmanned tanks is becoming more and more a reality. These remote-operated machines could potentially minimize human casualties and allow for more daring strategies on the battlefield. But the advancements don't stop there. Imagine tanks equipped with laser weapons, capable of disabling enemy vehicles and weaponry with pinpoint accuracy. This isn't a dream, but an active area of research. with the potential to revolutionize tank warfare. Then there's stealth technology. Currently, tanks are large, loud, and hard to miss. But what if they could blend into their surroundings, becoming virtually invisible to the enemy? Advanced stealth technology could make this a reality, allowing tanks to sneak up on their opponents undetected. And let's not forget the role of artificial intelligence and robotics in future warfare. AI could potentially take over many of the tasks currently performed by human operators, from navigation to target acquisition. Robotics could be used to repair damaged tanks in the field, reducing downtime and keeping our armored forces moving. This is not to say that the human element will be removed entirely. On the contrary, the future of tanks will likely involve a blend of man and machine, with human operators guiding their robotic counterparts and making critical decisions in the heat of battle. The future of tanks promises a fusion of cutting-edge technology and warfare strategy, continuing their legacy as a game-changer on the battlefield. As we march into the future, one thing is certain: tanks will continue to evolve, adapt, and remain an integral part of our armed forces.